What will 2025 hold for a lot of home buyers? Is it going to have an increase in price, or will there be another drop in the home prices? Well, let's go ahead and get started. Most forecasters are calling for a modest increase in transaction volumes and limited price growth of 2 to 4%, but it all hinges on trends in mortgage rates. Pending sales climbed again. Mortgage rates declined for 5 straight months from April to September, and that boosted pending sales signed contracts by 7.5% in September and 2% in October. Unfortunately, the rebound in mortgage rates in October is likely to presage a decline in pending sales in November. It's all about mortgage rates. Market expecting another 25 BPS rate cut on December 18th. Will they or won't they? Expansions around the Fed's December 18 policy rate decision have swung widely over the last month. At the moment, the Fed funds rate futures market is pricing in a 72% probability of a 25 BPS cut. That would bring the total amount of cuts in the loosening cycle so far to 100 BPS. 2025 housing market forecasts. In December, everyone is updating their forecast for next year. New home sales, existing home sales, home prices, rental rates, and much more. Ultimately, it all comes down to where they link mortgage rates will trend. The lower the mortgage rate forecast, the higher the existing home sale forecast. MBS Highway has one of the more aggressive forecasts out there, expecting mortgage rates to end 2025 below 6%, existing home sales to rise 12% end of the year, and prices to rise 4% end of the year. I feel pretty good about our forecast, mainly because existing home sales have been running at 4 million per year in both 2023 and 2024. This is an unsustainably low figure and should be closer to 5 to 5.5 million given our population growth. Mortgage rates typically follow the Fed fund rate lower. So far, they haven't, but that doesn't mean they won't. As odd as it seems, it's pretty normal for mortgage rates to rise during the initial stage of Fed losing cycle. Home price declines have been limited to a few state markets like Florida, Texas, but the recovery in California prices and ongoing strength in Midwestern and Northeastern markets should keep national price growth positive. Here's what the Fed future market is currently pricing in for future rate cuts. Note that the current Fed funds rate policy range after the 25 BPS cut announced on November 7th is 4.5 to 4.75. December 18th, the federal meeting, 78% probability of another 25 BPS cut, about the same as last week. 22% probability that Fed will stay on hold. Now, in January 29th, the Fed meeting, 59% probability that the Fed will stay on hold. 20% probability of a future 25 BPS cut, in which case the policy range would be 4 to 4.25%. This is what Jerome Powell had said. Growth is definitely stronger than we thought, and inflation is coming a little higher. The good news is that we can afford to be a little more caution with rate cuts as we try to find neutral. Neela Richardson said, chief economist, while overall growth of months was healthy, industry performance was mixed. Manufacturing was the weakest we've seen since spring. Financial service and leisure and hospitality were also soft. Well, right now it is a buyer's market for the local Austinese over here, or who wants to buy a home in Austin. But what's going to happen in 2025 is a prediction that we all are predicting. After doing some research, this is what we know, and hopefully is what's going to be held. They will also have another Fed meeting end of the year. Let's see what that's going to bring about on the changes of 2025. If you're on the house hunt for Austin, Texas, or anywhere in the world, we have a link down here below for you to fill out to find an agent in your state. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.